Hello and welcome. I'm Peggy. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you'll take time to stay with us because Dr. Roger Rhoades is here with me. He's one of my very favorite people. And Dr. Rhoades talks about the issues of life and the problems we all have, but he makes it seem doable and it's understandable. Some of these PhDs, they're way out,
they're way out there.
Left field.
And they're just trying to make money. That's what that is. They figure if they talk smarter, people will pay them better. But the real truth is, I was raised by people who said, if the everyday person doesn't get it, it isn't worth knowing. You know, it's got to be usable. You know, that's what you and I do on this show. We lay things out there that say, it might have been complicated to you, but we want to simplify it, and we want you to put it to use. We don't want you to think and process it. We want you to use it.
So that's why today we thought we'd talk about values for children and sort of making some plans. Summer is going to be here before you blink.
Without a doubt.
And so now is the time to plan what you may be able to accomplish, and especially if you have children.
Without a doubt. You know, right now, 3 issues are on the plate, Peggy. Time, money, and energy. It's like a bank account. It's like having money. How are you going to invest it? And if you just think, well, I'll get around to it when I get, no. It'll be too late. And your kid, you'll look up, and yeah, we're talking about the summer coming, but we're also talking about the summer of kids' lives. All of a sudden, you're going to be in retirement, and they're going to be adults, and you could have woulda, shoulda, coulda, you.
And it'll be too late.
Way too late, way too late. And you want to say, I want my kids to have values. Well, we're saying if you want your kids to have values, you got to make an investment, and you got to make it now. You got to make it a priority of how you're using your time, your money, and your energy for your kids. And there's no someday in the conversation. Someday I'll get to it. Well, let me tell you, if you do that again, your kids are going to grow up, and someday's never coming. And the value you wanted to give them, they don't have. And the relationship you wanted to have because you had that value with them won't be able to be there. You know, you've got to invest in children for them to pay out when they become adults back to you. I mean, I see so many adults, Peggy, who never did anything for their kids, always trying to make another nickel, always trying to fix the car, always trying to grow the lawn, but never do anything with their kids. Well, their kids are adult now. They moved off. They don't have any time. You know, that old song, The Cat's in the Cradle. Mm-hmm. And it talks about, you know, someday I'll get to it, because that's what their parent did to them, someday. And what we're saying on this show today is summer is coming. It'll be right around the corner. And kids want to know, am I valuable to you? Am I valuable to you? They're always inside of their mind. They may not verbally, but emotionally, they're always asking their parents, am I valuable? Am I valuable? And they're looking for their parents through planning. When they see their parents stop their time, money, and energy like a bank account and put it into them, wow, the esteem of the kids, the personal view of the kids totally changes. They're different people. They handle school differently. They handle friends differently. And we always go, oh, you know, you don't want to hang around with the bad kids. Many times, because parents aren't investing, they're turning their kids into the bad kids. Their kids become bad kids because, and again, once that happens, Peggy, it's too late. Once you recognize it, it's too late. You know, what we're talking about in this show is the power of planning ahead.
Okay.
It is so powerful. And if we plan ahead, if we say, here's some activities I've set forth for you. You know, nothing's cooler than to hear people today talking about a family vacation. We're going to go to the mountains in July. Well, it's only February. Yeah, but we want it planned now.
You have all that, then you can look forward to it.
Yeah, well, and you can tell your kids. And what the kids hear is not vacation in July, Peggy. What the kids hear is, you're worth it. You're worth me thinking ahead. You're worth me taking a part of our lives and making it about the family. Wow, that will last a lifetime. That will just so much make a difference. It is scary. You know, we're looking at a pill to take care of it or send people away. I've seen families literally spend thousands of dollars trying to bring their kids back in. And they might as well be just throwing it in the trash because it doesn't happen. Too late. There is a time and a place. And it's when kids are little, when they're early school years. And they hear, hey, right now, we're making a plan to go stay at a cabin. And we're going to ski. My wife is a great example. You know what she talks about today? She talks about when her dad and her girlfriends used to go out to Lake Jocassee and ski. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never seen my wife ski. So I don't know. But she still talks about that. And you can just watch it in her eye. You know, there's a magic there. You know, my dad, he'd pull us around, and I'd have my girlfriends there, and we would laugh, and we would drink Coke, and we'd have us a good time. Wow. See, just even as an adult, it just takes her a microsecond to go back to that lake. But we're not doing that now, Peggy. We're not saying, okay, I'm going to make it a priority. I'm going to make my kids a priority. They're more important than my work. They're more important than my next task. They're more important than my computer program. They're more important. And I can physically show them. And might I have to go through some discomfort? Yeah, it might be a little bit of discomfort. The company may not be the happiest with me. But when I let the company know ahead of time, you know, don't schedule me. I know I worked with a woman, I loved it. She said, I'll work any time you need for me to, but don't schedule me from Christmas to New Year's. Because at Christmas to New Year's, my husband and my child, we go to Disney World. And it was just a special time, and you could tell that she talked to her child about that, and she talked to her husband about that, and as a family, they made that trip. And it was a total event. And she was willing, if you need me to work for Thanksgiving, I'm there. You need for me to work for Valentine's Day, I'm there. I'm there. But don't schedule me here because this is important for my marriage and my children. I'm purposely investing in them. And we've gotten away from that, Peggy.
That was my question. Have we lost?
No, we haven't lost. We've become lazy. It's like we've lost exercising. No, we haven't lost exercising. There's still gyms, but just having a membership at a gym doesn't make you in shape. I know people got memberships all the time, and they're still flabby as the day is long. No, you got to get out. You got to show up. You got to put your gym clothes on. You got to go to the gym. You got to sweat. You got to run. And you got to do that on a regular basis. You got to invest. And when you see people that have that scheme, they're in shape. But boy, what's easier? Going to the gym or sitting on the couch? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, you know. It's not about not knowing better. It's about not doing better. We're just encouraging people to, do better. Now they will watch a program that says invest your dollar here all the time. And they say, oh, I need to invest my dollar here. Well, wait a minute. We're not talking about dollars. We're talking about your time and your energy. Where are you taking that? Are you investing that in the right place? And what we're saying today on this show is family. Great investment will pay off. When you get old, money ain't going to be enough. Mm-hmm. It's just not going to cover it. And I've been around people who live in large late, but they're not happy. And I've seen people that live in some rundown shack, but the kids come see them. And I'm going to tell you, that person is one happy camper. You know, Lord can take me today, but he's going to take me happy because my kids come in, and and I think you can say this too. Is there any better love in the world than your children's love?
Yeah.
I mean, romantic love's nice. I'm not putting it down, but it doesn't compare to the child. And they're never not going to be your child as long as you're on this world. You're going to be 80 years old, and your kids are going to be 60 years old. But it's just like if they were 6 years old. It's still that child love. But you can't expect, if I didn't invest, if I didn't sit down and do the hard work, if I didn't get out like an exercise plan and stick with it, and then I expect to be in perfect shape, I'm in denial. That's not healthy. That's not the way it works. And we're just saying, now's the time, today.
Yeah,
The
today
middle
is
of February is the
it's time to start thinking about summer.
Amen.
And it isn't how much money you spend or
No.
anything. It's planning a picnic.
Yes. Oh my
See,
goodness.
that's the memories I have.
There we, I see. Look out! You're doing the same thing my wife does. Where are you, Peg? Boom! You can go right back there.
Yeah.
But what if nothing's what you're really talking about is an investment. You know,
Yeah.
a picnic back when I was young was an investment. I'll never forget
No.
that. They've even seen with Alzheimer's patients. What do they remember? When they start losing their memory, they lose it all, but they don't lose those childhood memories. Oh, that's the last to go.
Yeah.
Oh, what mom and dad did. And you talk to them, they talk like it's today. You know, when we went to the lake, I've never seen you at the lake. Yeah, or we went on a picnic. You're not spending billions of dollars. You know, getting out, and it doesn't have to be out in the mountains. It can be right here in town.
Yeah.
You just go, you know.
You can have a picnic in your own backyard.
Without a doubt.
And sometimes that's fun too.
Oh, I tell you, one of the things I think we've lost is sleeping in your backyard. Kids pitching a tent. When we were little, we'd pitch a tent. And that would be our kind of vacation out there. We'd go out there and spend the night, take the flashlights, and spend the night and look for monsters.
Well, you know, I think anybody who's watching this program now will think that you and I are trying to bring back the old days.
Yeah, well,
and
no,
you know
no,
what?
we're saying if
I
it
think
was-
it's a good thing to do.
I'm not even talking
They're
about the
giving
old
me
days.
signals. You want to go to a break? Okay. We're going to take a minute, and we'll come back and talk about the old days.
Oh,
Stay
we're
with
not
us.
talking about the old days. We're talking about the nowadays.